Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1942 Lowboy Replicade Arcade from New Wave Toys. This is their latest release in their 1/6 scale Replicade lineup, and these things are absolutely awesome. I'm fully addicted to them. I've got every single release they've got to date, and these things just get better and better. I honestly think they're just an amazing little concept in general, but they're made by collectors, for collectors. I mean, just the packaging alone. You get a box within a box within a box. It's definitely made for collectors because they make sure they take the utmost care of all their products, especially when they're shipping them. Like I said, multiple outer cartons to make sure everything you ordered gets to you in premium condition. These, if you're not familiar, are fully playable arcade machines that also kind of double as a console. So this has HDMI out, USB ports, so you can actually connect this to a TV, basically making it a console. And if you don't like the built-in controls that are actually fully functional, because again, this is a fully functional arcade machine, you can plug in some USB gamepads and play it that way. Very versatile little devices. Like I said, 1/6 scale, they fit nicely on a shelf. You can put them in your home arcade, your home theater, just anywhere on your workspace, your desk. They fit great. Let's go ahead and get the box open and find out what sorts of goodies we got. So right out of the gate, gotta say, I love the battleship on the side there, insert coin. Always a nice touch. Like I said, always thinking of collectors when they put this stuff together. Nice thick foam inside. We've got our instruction manual. Inside the instruction manual, we also have some faux little token coins. The little details like that is always amazing, and there's always something hidden in there. And lo and behold, we got a nice little bonus. We got a top secret instruction panel. This is actually a sticker that you can use and place on the control panel overlay if you wish. So let's get this bad boy out of the package. Like I said, this is the Lowboy. If you're not familiar with a Lowboy arcade, it looks a little different than something you're probably accustomed to. Has that sloping slant to it, but much shorter arcade cabinets than other previous New Wave Toys releases. That's because that's how these Lowboy arcades were designed. You may or may not have seen one like this in the arcade if you ever played 1942. This was a game that got thrown in a lot of different cabinets over the years, specifically its sequel to 1943. In fact, New Wave Toys even made a little homage cabinet to the 1943 kit bash, so to speak, where they've put it into a dynamo cabinet that has definitely been overhauled, hence the 1943 Overhaul Edition name. That even has like the coin lockdown bar to where people can't bust open the coin door. Awesome finishing touches on this. Like I said, we got the gold coin door accent here. We got up and down controls, the 1942 logo. We got the nice wood grain texture on the front, wood grain on the side. Of course, the beautiful imagery of the 1942 side art. Thinking on the back, we have our HDMI port. Take the sticker off, that way we can connect it to a TV or a monitor. Our micro USB charging port, 2 USB inputs. So like I said, you can control 2 different USB gamepads. We've got our speakers back here. Got our volume toggle up and down, our power button. Same graphics on the side, of course, and again, the wood grain texture. Up front, we got our player 1, player 2 buttons, our fully functional joystick, fire button, our loop button. The marquee does light up, which is always awesome. Nice little touch that they're able to condense so much technology inside these. That's always satisfying to peel that off. And then also in the package, we have our USB gamepad. So we got a fully functional joystick, action buttons, player button. And again, we've got micro USB control there. So you plug in the one in there and then the other end into the back of the USB port. And then you'll be good to go with your functioning gamepad. And for scale, it's almost the entire width of the normal control pad, but obviously you're gonna have a little easier time controlling it like this. Like I said, I got adult man-sized hands, so it actually feels pretty nice in my hand. Joystick, fire buttons, nice clicky micro switches to them. Feel great. Let's go ahead and plug this in, power it up, and see how it plays. All right, before we get into gameplay, let's talk about the menu system. So you're gonna hit down on the front of the arcade instead of up. Up enters the coins, down goes into the menu system. And in the menu system, we have game selection because this comes with not only 1942, but 1943. So you hit game selection, and as you can see, we can toggle between 1942 and 1943. So 2 great games in one machine. Not only that, we can change the difficulty. It's currently defaulted to normal. We can turn the marquee light on or off, so if you don't like that, you can turn it off. Backlight, we can raise and lower the brightness of the screen. Player 1 and 2 switch, easy to do. Scan lines, so you can toggle those on or off if you really want that authentic look. Starting lives, you can turn it up, turn it down, increase, decrease, do whatever you want with the starting lives. Same thing with the bonus live, change the point total. So you can basically make this as hard or as easy as you want. All right, we played a little 1942 with the built-in controls. Everything feels great. The joystick, the buttons, everything's responsive. You can hold down the fire button. Obviously, it's not going to fire as fast as you repeatedly smashing that fire button, but everything works great. Now we're going to try the gamepad that came with the machine, and we're going to play a little bit of 1943. All right, we've got 1942 plugged in via HDMI to my television, and as you can see, there is a little bit of the image being cropped off on the bottom as well as the top of the screen, and that is actually to be expected. In fact, there's a sticker on the back side of the machine that covers up the HDMI port that says, yes, you'll have to go to your television settings and change the image format to fit. Otherwise, it's going to crop that section off, but let's go ahead and play some gameplay on the big screen with the joystick. So at the end of the day, I'm quite pleased with my purchase. I was an early bird backer on this type of thing, so I got a little bit of a discount. MSRP on this was $149, which is more than reasonable in my opinion. Like I said, high quality materials being used throughout this thing, joysticks, buttons, the inclusion of an additional joystick. The 1943 gamepad is a nice touch. And again, we do get 2 games as opposed to the standard 1 game on here. So we get 1942, 1943. We got the nice metal accent pieces. Like I said, these things are a phenomenal value in my personal opinion. Obviously, they're not gonna be for everybody because they are small scale, but I like the versatility of the HDMI output, the USB ports for the controllers, you know, the internal battery, so it's portable. I mean, these things are just fantastic in my opinion. Make sure you're following New Wave Toys on all their social media as well as visiting their website. That way you know when they have a new release coming down the pipeline, because when these things sell out, and they do sell out rather quickly, that's it. No more typically are made, and then you have to pay those crazy eBay prices. But that does it for this review. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really means a lot.